It's a new week. It's Monday morning. So we are going camping over Labor Day weekend. We are actually leaving on Friday. So today's Monday. We are leaving on Friday. So I am taking this week to gear up, working a little bit each day to get our camping stuff ready. So we're ready to leave early on Friday morning. A little bit about where we're going. We're going up to a camp called Camp Baracow, which is up in northern Michigan, of the northern lower peninsula, I should say, up in right on the edge of the Huron National Forest. They do have an RV park on the property. We will be taking our tent and tent camping. However, we will have electricity. There is a shower house. And there is a bathroom, a flushing bathroom, I should say, and we do have an electric hookup. They are providing the ice, and they also provide the camp wood, the firewood for our campfires. So we don't have to take that. And another nice thing about this camp is we have the option to take meals in the dining hall. So we are taking a couple meals actually in the dining hall, and I will tell you about that later. So we're not roughing camping it. We are tent camping, but we're definitely, in civilization. We have access to, a nurse if we need to, and like I said, bathrooms and things. So especially with the kids, it's an adventure, definitely different from the norm, but it's not completely out in the wild. I'm not so sure that I'm an out in the wild type of person, so this kind of camping kind of suits me, where it's a little bit rough, but it's not, horrible. Okay, that being said, as usual, I can do nothing without my lists. So this is actually our third time going up for family camp at this camp. We did one or two other small camping trips, and I know we wrote out lists each time we did it, but it seems like it's chaotic every year when we're trying to plan. So last year we had stumbled across an idea on Pinterest about camping bins and the lists of the different camping gear that you're gonna need and different things. So we're really trying to amp it up. We didn't save, as far as I can find, I don't think I saved the lists last year. So I went back on Pinterest to get an idea of the different things to put in our bins. And so now what I'm doing, because this is the second year in a row we've gone up to Camp Baracow, and we hope to be doing it every year. We hope it's an annual tradition for our family. If not, then other camping trips each year. So we're really going to pursue the bin camping sort of idea. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the lists that I have. And I will, down in the description box below, I will link to the person that has made up these awesome lists, and she had with the ideas for the bins and things. The nice thing is that she has provided either a PDF that you can download the lists for the different bins, or she has also done a Word document which is actually editable, able to be edited. I don't know. Anyways, so that's what I went ahead and did, and I changed up some of the bins just to suit our needs a little better. So that being said, here are the lists. Make sure and check out the post for the complete details. Another list, and this is actually one that I have compiled. She had the way on the blog post, she had a family tent tub, which had all their clothing in it, and then a lot of their toiletries were in with their kitchen bin because the kitchen is normally near the water source, so they kept all their toothpaste and things like that and soap right in their kitchen bin. I know, at least for this camp, we have a bathhouse that we will be using, so I went ahead and just did a personal camping list, and we have the list of the clothes for each person. Now, I didn't put in the number. That would change year to year depending on how many days we're going camping. So I just have the clothing list, and then we have the toiletries for each person. So that was just, like I said, a kind of a compilation of a couple lists that she had. That's the great thing about having it in the Word document, is that it's editable. Hey, I said it. That it's customizable, but it was still really cute with just the layout and stuff. I know some people don't care so much about the cute. I like a little bit. It makes it a little bit more personalized, I think. And then she also had the last minute camping list. So these are big items, things that don't fit into the bins. And then another idea was the fun bin, just to have some things for the kids to do. And also, like if it's raining, we have some card games and puzzles and crayons, and then we also have some things, bubbles, football, and frisbee to play with. And then we have the food, which we will have a cooler, and then we will have a dry food bin, and then the travel food. And then I made this list of just what we wanted to put in our travel bags. Okay, and then we have one more packing list. As far as that goes, we have just the bedding camping list, and this is very simple: sleeping bags, blankets, and sheets, air mattress, and the pump. So that's a very short list, but wanted to make sure we didn't forget anything. The other thing, so that's it as far as what she had done up for the lists. But I went ahead and I did a menu up, so we know what we're eating each day, kind of to plan out the food. Now, I had already roughed this out, and I've already gone and done most of my grocery shopping, but I like to have this printed out, and I'm going to for sure take this list with us, so we can organize our food a little bit more and to remember what we're having each day. So let's see, on Friday, we are leaving Friday morning. It will take us all day to get up there, because we like to drive for an hour and then stop for a bit. It's about a 4-hour trip, 3.5 to 4 hours if we don't stop. But we like to, with having kids, we like to stop every hour or so and get out and walk around. We tend to have a history of car sickness with all 3 of the kids, so we like to make sure and have time to stop. So we're leaving early Friday morning, so we're having muffins, fruit juice, and coffee, and we're just going to pack that up and eat it on the way. And again, packed, we're going to have peanut butter and jelly, raisins, veggies, and whatever snacks we're going to munch on the way. So that will be traveling up there. We will get there probably mid-afternoon on Friday. And as I said, one of the perks of going to a camp like we are is there is a dining hall, and so we are going to go ahead and have dinner in the dining hall Friday night, just so we don't have to rush when we're unpacking and setting up camp. We don't have to cook dinner because this is a Christian camp. There will be chapel times. I know there's a chapel on Friday night, so we won't have time to set up and cook dinner. So that makes it really nice that we can just go have in the dining hall. And then here is Saturday. On Saturday we're doing breakfast tacos, juice and milk, and coffee. Of course, coffee for the adults, yum. Gotta have our coffee. For lunch we're having cheese and crackers with lunch meat and some veggies. And then what other, like I said, for lunch we, kind of munchies or whatever. Our thought for our menus was, for the breakfast, we're doing a hot breakfast. We're taking a little camp stove. So rather than starting a fire in the morning, we're just using our camp stove to cook breakfast. Lunch will be a cold lunch that we can possibly pack up and carry in a backpack as we're going to do the activities for the day, or we'll just have it ready and we can walk back to the campsite and eat it there. Again, so we don't have to heat anything up and not a whole lot of cleanup. Dinner is going to definitely be over the fire, and traditional camp food, real simple. That's one thing about this camping trip, and every camping trip basically. We don't worry about being too health conscious. It's a special occasion. We can go ahead and have all our treats and junky food that we don't eat normally. So you'll see we have campfire pizza and campfire cones. On Sunday we're having pancakes and bacon, fruit, juice and milk, and coffee. For lunch, chicken salad sandwiches, veggies, chips and crackers. For dinner, just hot dogs and beans and s'mores. I know, not a very balanced meal. That's why we're trying to sneak in some fruits and veggies earlier in the day. On Monday, just an easy breakfast. We will be packing up to leave on Monday. So we're just having cereal and milk and coffee, because lunch is actually brunch in the dining hall at like 10 o'clock. So we'll be able to eat, and that's a pretty big meal. And then after that we will head out, and then we will buy dinner on the way home. So that is our menu for family camp. And after I did the menu, I was able to go ahead and do the food packing list. So this way I don't forget anything that we need to take to make our meals. So I have color coded this. I love my color coding. Blue is in the cooler, yellow is dry, and then I didn't put it in the key, but the orange is just pre-packed meals that will already be done before our way out the door. So this way I can just run through as I'm packing the cooler and I'm packing the dry foods and not worry about missing anything. So there are the lists. Like I always say, it's really easy for me to get things down on paper. It looks really good. It looks really organized. But the proof is in when we pack the bins and when we actually go and start using them when we're camping. That's where it tends to break down for us as far as organization, and then we end up digging through these bins and everything's everywhere. That's what happened last year anyways. And I know some people that doesn't bother them, but for whatever reason, it just really, I have a hard time when I can't find something and when I have to dig through piles of things. So I'm really working on staying we're not going to go overboard about being organized, but just so we're able to find what we need easily. So I'm going to show you as I pack my bins. I'm going to show you what I put in them and what they look like and how they go into the van, and I'm going to hopefully share more about our trip. So thank you so much for watching. As usual, if you have any suggestions, go ahead and put them in the box below. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.